everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new documentary series just dropped on Netflix. It's called Murdaugh Murder, a Southern Scandal, and this documentary dropped on Netflix, and I had no idea what was it about, but after researching on it, looks like there is based on a true story, and the person who is the prime suspect for this murder looks like he was like going on trial tomorrow, and Netflix, I guess day ahead, they dropped this documentary series on their platform, and this documentary series has 3 episodes, and it tells you the story about this 19 years Mallory bitch who got murdered, I guess, in this boat. Like, she went there with her friends, and how she got murdered. So this documentary, like in 3 episodes, they focus on these 3 things. The first episode starts with, I would say, overall this documentary, like, it isn't as good as the actual story, because when you read about the actual event, it is very shocking, and definitely it is very interesting. But unfortunately, the way this documentary was done, although it is from Emmy winning this creator, she has nominated for Emmy, but the way this documentary was told, someone like me, I didn't know anything about it, I was just watching it. Based on that, many people will find it like, what is going on? They show you all this detail about how the party was going on, what was drinking, what was they doing. I mean, like, who cares about all those things? Show us how all these are connected, I guess they do go to that, but it takes a long time, stressed out for no apparent reason. Then something happened, how is connected to the other story, and all these people comes on, they give you their interview. They were, I guess, involved in that night and the partying stuff, and yeah, I didn't like this, the way it was done. And end of it, you are like, just I guess the guy who is still this lawyer, he's still on charge, so they cannot definitely say like he is guilty of all this murder, like his his sons are involved, although they do imply all of this thing, but end of it, they don't actually definitely tell you I guess exactly he's the killer, because it's still trial going on. So in this documentary, what happened is they stretch out all this thing, they show you inside, random person just comes on, and as the audience you feel clueless. You're like, who are they and what is going on? I personally think if there was any narrator behind it, like they would have introduced to the audience who they are and tell you about it, it could have worked here, because as a audience you feel lost, but end of it, you also feel like it didn't say anything overall what it was about. It just implied all this thing, and this kind of powerful families are out there. And although some of the location, the way it was done, like they tried to show you all these images and all this clip, it was interesting, I will say. Same time, it is pointless, because you didn't actually give us any solid reason for what happened. And then again, it is an ongoing investigation still, so it's I don't know, I didn't like this documentary that much. Definitely it wasn't as good as it could have been, although the real story is definitely interesting. The way it was done, it wasn't. It is definitely is not very gripping. You don't feel the intensity. Also, like, you don't feel sad that much when you watch it. You're like, oh, probably the way it was done, it isn't very good. That is what I'm gonna say, and that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this documentary series. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other review on other documentary series. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.